Q93 Alexandria's #1 hit music station. Joining us is founder, CEO, and president of All Elite Wrestling, Tony Khan. Tony, good morning. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on. I'm excited to talk to you.
Absolutely. So Forbidden Door is this Sunday, June 28th, live on pay-per-view. What matches are you personally looking forward to the most on Sunday?
Well, I'm very excited for the Owen Hart Foundation tournament finals. The men's and women's tournament are coming to a head this weekend at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view, and I can't wait. This is going to be such an awesome event. Those tournament final matches, Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland, and Maya World versus Mercedes Moné, her hero. Those are going to be two awesome matches, and there's a big 6-on-6 steel cage match that is just going to be a huge hardcore fight. So much to look forward to this Sunday at AEW Forbidden Door, and before then, you can catch a lot of great action, so much great fighting for free on TBS, or you can stream it on HBO Max. Coming up just hours from now, it's going to be a huge Wednesday night Dynamite. We have AEW on TBS every Wednesday night, and this week with the big pay-per-view is going to be one of the biggest episodes all year.
So this is the 5th Forbidden Door. What is the biggest challenge in coordinating such a large-scale cross-promotional card like this?
Well, that's a great question. There are a lot of logistics, and of course, securing the visas. Sometimes there can be a great international wrestler that doesn't have the work visa, and you want to try to get those people in, and then you're working with the other promoters to try to utilize the stars they want to use, and you might have different ideas from your counterparts in these other companies. So for me, I love working with other wrestling companies and other promoters, and especially I love bringing in lots of the best wrestlers in the world, and that's what's so fun about this event, the Forbidden Door, and that's what makes this week so fun. And again, you'll get a free preview of the action just hours from now on Wednesday Night Dynamite ahead of the pay-per-view to see what it's like when so many of the top wrestlers from all over the world, top stars from countries including Mexico and Japan, come into AEW and compete against the top AEW wrestlers.
Do we know any matches scheduled for tonight?
Well, we've got some huge matches set up for Wednesday Night Dynamite. The whole lineup is set up. It's going to be a great night, including Will Ospreay taking on New Japan Pro Wrestling's ELP, Swerve Strickland versus Daniel Garcia of the Death Riders. And speaking of the Death Riders, their leader, Jon Moxley, is going to team up with Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta versus Bandito, the Ring of Honor World Champion, his partner, Brody King, and one of the greatest stars ever in wrestling, and certainly one of the greatest stars ever in Mexico in the Lucha Libre, Mystico. Looking forward to that and so much more great action just hours from now, Wednesday Night Dynamite on TBS.
I know there's a lot of talk online about free agents and other stars coming to AEW right now. I was wondering, how do you evaluate those opportunities when there's free agents from other promotions against kind of continuing to build your own homegrown talent? How you kind of balance that?
Well, it's a great question. We've got so many great wrestlers in AEW, and anytime we can add a big star, I think it's always something to look at. You always want to consider that. And we're always trying to grow the roster, bring in more stars, and create more competition for the top spots.
I know you guys recently launched the My AEW along with this fast channel. What's the vision behind that?
What a great question that is, too. We are trying to create our own platform for international distribution. Of course, here in America, all of our pay-per-views and shows, you can go watch them on HBO Max. So we've got a great streaming home for the library and the live events. Internationally, it's great to have an app and a place to put these events in other countries, in territories where HBO is still growing and developing. And also on the FAST channel, that's a huge thing now, having 24-hour streaming and having a channel always running where people can tune in anytime and watch the classic events and utilize the library that we built. So I think that the FAST channel is another really great development for AEW, where you can go back and watch on the different streaming services and get caught up ahead of the live events like Wednesday Night Dynamite on TBS this week and the Forbidden Door pay-per-view this weekend, where people can go back back and watch classic Dynamites and classic Forbidden Door events.
I also want to ask you, too, about the Paramount Warner Brothers Discovery merger. If you had any conversations with either side, kind of about how AEW fits into their future structure as they move forward with that.
That is another great question. You're on a roll. That is a huge, exciting development for AEW. We have a great partnership with Warner Brothers, and we've been on TBS for many years. We've been with TBS and TNT going back to 2019 now, and it's going to continue for a long time. There's a great tradition of wrestling on TBS and TNT, as a lot of your listeners know, and I'm really proud that AEW is a big part of that tradition now. So I always appreciate when people watch the shows every Wednesday on TBS, every Saturday on TNT, and there's a lot of excitement on all sides about this. Paramount just coming in, but I have a great relationship with the owner and chairman of Paramount, Mr. David Ellison. David Ellison's a wrestling fan. He's the same age as I am. He's a big sports fan. He's built up Skydance Sports, and I know him from working with the NFL and NFL Films. And he's done a fantastic job building up Skydance to be a partner for NFL. They've done tremendous documentaries, and he's a great filmmaker with Skydance and now Paramount. And I'm so thrilled that he's going to be taking over Warner Brothers. There's a lot of excitement on all sides about it. And absolutely, this is going to work out great for AEW. Certainly, the best possible person to take over Warner Brothers is the person taking over Warner Brothers. So that's going to work out very, very well for us at AEW, and I'm thrilled about that.
Awesome. And I know I'm on a roll, but we have some fan questions that were submitted. We'll do this rapid fire. We'll try to fit them in. Who is the most underrated talent in AEW right now?
Well, Maya World certainly has taken everybody by surprise. She's reached the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, and it was a tournament where she came in as an alternate and has picked up 2 huge wins, and now she's only 1 victory away from reaching the biggest stage in wrestling, getting a world championship match at AEW All In at Wembley Stadium. And Maya World has taken so many people by surprise. I'm not surprised. I think she's a great star. She's been doing great things, and certainly I think she's had some great upset victories, and it would be the biggest win of her career if she can beat her idol, Mercedes Moné, to win the tournament final this weekend.
Who do you consider the new pillars of AEW?
Well, that's a great question. It's tricky because it's somewhat in the eye of the beholder. You know, you could ask 100 fans to pick 4 pillars, and they might have 99 different answers. In this case, there are so many great young wrestlers. If I was to pick from a young group right now that has come in recent years, I would say of the new arrivals, you'd have Tekla, Kevin Knight, and I think Kyle Fletcher. And looking up and down the roster, I mean, Mercedes Moné, I think. So when I look at the AEW stars, we had a great roster at the very beginning, and we brought in great free agents as we've gone on that have come in recent years. So those would be 4 great people that have come into AEW in recent years that are now very important in the company.
And last question, WrestleMania is in Saudi Arabia this year. So do you see that as an opportunity for AEW here in the United States?
Certainly something to consider. I get asked that question all the time. So it would make you think that there could be opportunities. And I'm very excited about what AEW is doing right now. And it seems like that momentum and that excitement is really caught up all over the world. People are really thrilled with AEW. We had a huge 2025, and now we're having a great 2026. We've absolutely capitalized on that momentum, and I think we're having an even better year this year. We were voted the Sports Illustrated Pro Wrestling Promotion of the Year in 2025. We won numerous awards from all the top publications for top wrestling promotion, and I think that in 2026 we're doing even better. So there's a lot of excitement, and certainly since you asked, that could be a good possibility.
We've been talking with Tony Khan, founder, CEO, and president of All Elite Wrestling. You can watch Dynamite tonight and every Wednesday night on TBS, and then Collision Saturday nights on TNT. And this Sunday is AEW's Forbidden Door on pay-per-view. Tony, thank you so much for calling in and talking with us.
Thank you.